Welcome to the channel. Join us as we delve into the darkest corners of the human experience, sharing spine-tingling true stories that will leave you breathless. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of terror. Get ready to be chilled to the bone as we embark on this spine-tingling journey together. I still remember the excitement in Anna's eyes when I suggested Venice for our honeymoon. After all, it was the city of love and a dream destination for us both. We had been inseparable since we met in college, and our love grew stronger with each passing day. Choosing a destination for our honeymoon was an easy decision. Anna had always been fascinated by Italy, its rich history, vibrant culture, and enticing cuisine. And Venice, with its winding canals and grand architecture, was the city of love. We booked a picturesque private villa in a serene corner of Venice. It was a beautiful old building, with ivy creeping up on the stone walls, overlooking a serene canal. The villa, with its rustic charm, felt like a dream, a perfect blend of luxury and privacy. Our initial days in Venice were like a dream come true. We spent our mornings wandering through the narrow cobblestone streets, exploring the hidden gems of the city. We marveled at the stunning works of art in the many museums, and the grandeur of St. Mark's Basilica left us speechless. As the sun set each day, we would embark on gondola rides, the gentle lapping of the water and the soothing voice of our gondolier creating a peaceful atmosphere. In the evenings, we would dine at charming little restaurants, indulging in the local cuisine and savoring every bite of the sumptuous Italian dishes. The city hummed with a vibrant life that was infectious. The piazzas echoed with laughter and music. The arch was a feast for the eyes, and the food was a love affair on its own. The taste of rich, creamy gelato, the tangy tomato sauce on a perfectly baked pizza, and the delicate flavor of fresh pasta was a culinary paradise. As we basked in the city's charm, hand in hand, love-struck and carefree, we were oblivious to the undercurrents that ran beneath the city's romantic veneer. But as we would soon discover, even the most beautiful rose has thorns. One evening, Anna and I found ourselves dining at a quaint local eatery, away from the usual tourist haunts. The dimly lit interior, fragrant with the enticing aroma of simmering tomato sauce and garlic, offered a cozy respite from the bustling streets of Venice. As we savored the luscious flavors of our linguine, Anna's gaze was drawn towards a wall adorned with old yellow newspaper clippings. Intrigued as we moved closer, our eyes scanning the faded headlines. A chill crept down my spine as we began to read the articles. Each piece detailed the baffling disappearances of several couples who had come to Venice on their honeymoons. No signs of struggle, no ransom notes, no leads. They had simply vanished, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. As we continued to read, a horrifying pattern emerged. All these couples, like us, had been staying in private villas. But it wasn't just that. The addresses printed alongside the articles matched ours. The same picturesque villa we were calling home, where we laughed, held each other, and dreamt of our future, was the last known location of these ill-fated couples. An icy dread washed over me as the realization sinked in. We were staying in the same villa where multiple couples had stayed before they mysteriously disappeared. The words seemed to swim before my eyes as the implications hit us. The charming villa, the romantic surroundings, and the city that we had fallen in love with now took on a sinister hue. Our dreamy honeymoon was beginning to look more like a nightmare. I glanced at Anna, her face pale under the restaurant's soft lighting. Her wide hazel eyes reflected the same fear that was gnawing at me. Our safe haven, our private paradise, was turning into a trap, and we were the oblivious prey. The following day, Anna and I tried to dismiss the disturbing discoveries as mere coincidences. After all, our trip was meant to be a joyous celebration of our union, and we didn't want to let such fears mar our experience. But despite our best efforts, an undercurrent of unease clung to us. casting long, unsettling shadows over our once carefree days. We began to notice things we hadn't before, odd occurrences that had escaped our attention earlier. The quiet whispers in the narrow alleys, previously dismissed as the city's everyday hum, now seemed to carry an ominous undertone. It felt as if the city was whispering its secrets, echoing with tales of the vanished couples. Strange shadows seemed to fade in and out of the darkness. We would catch glimpses of them from the corner of our eyes, their forms merging with the twilight, making us question our own senses. It was as if the city had come alive, its quaint charm replaced by a quiet, unsettling specter. And then, there was the constant, gnawing feeling of being watched. As we roamed the city or cozied up in our villa, it felt like a pair of unseen eyes were always on us, tracking our every move. This invisible presence was almost tangible, the sensation of being followed, monitored, lingering long after we had locked the doors and drawn the curtains of our villa. Despite the sunny days and starlit nights, a shroud of unease had descended upon our honeymoon. The city of love, with its winding canals and romantic gondola rides, no longer felt the same. The walls of our beautiful villa seemed to close in on us, its charm replaced by an eerie silence that echoed with the tales of the disappeared couples. One calm evening, we were nestled within the confines of our villa, striving to dispel the anxiety that had clouded our day. Our peaceful solitude was abruptly disrupted when, through the glass pane, we noticed a figure standing outside. The individual was masked, their features obscured by the night. A visceral sense of fear immediately seized us. We were held captive by the sight of this person, an unnerving silhouette in the dimly lit garden. Time seemed to pause, amplifying the tension that hung thickly in the air. Gathering my courage, I decided to confront this stranger. With a determined nod towards Anna, I ventured outside, my pulse drumming a rapid rhythm in my ears. As I moved closer, the figure turned and briskly retreated, disappearing as quickly as it had materialized. I examined the surrounding area, my senses alert, but there was no trace of the figure, no imprints left behind, and no concrete evidence of their presence. It was as if they had evaporated into the night. Returning to the safety of the villa, I secured the doors, double-checking every potential entrance. As night unfurled its inky blankets, we were left wrestling with our alarming predicament. Were we destined to become the next couple to vanish in this picturesque city, leaving behind nothing more than another unsolved mystery in the local paper? Our blissful honeymoon had taken a horrifying turn, each passing day presenting us with a grim reality we hadn't anticipated. Thank you for venturing into the darkness with us. If you've survived the terror and want more, make sure to like, comment, and share this video. Until next time, sleep tight. And remember, some nightmares are too real.